Hello students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Mahur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Savliaji Government College, Manfia, Chittorgarh. Today my topic is cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella are microscopic hair or thread-like motile structures and they are present extracellularly but they originate intracellularly from the basal body and they help in locomotion, feeding, circulation, etc. So, cilia, singular form is cilium. So, they are short, hair like structure which are used to move entire cell, such as paramecium, or the substance along the outer surface of the cell. Means like the cells of the cilia of the cells which lines the fallopian tubes move the ovum towards the uterus, and in respiratory tract there is the presence of cilia and they trap particulate matter and they help in moving it towards the nostrils. Cilia are slender, microscopic, hair-like structure or organelles that extend from the surface of the nearby all mammalian cells. What are the flagella? Flagella are long, hair-like structure that extend from the plasma membrane and they are used to move an entire cell, or they are the complex filamentous cytoplasmic structure and they protrude through the cell wall. Flagella are unbranched, long, thread-like structure and they are mostly composed of the protein flagellin indirectly embedded in the cell envelope. Flagella are found in all the flagellate protozoans. Example, Euglena, Trichonympha. They are present in the sponges on the collar cells. They are present in the coelentrates on gastrodermal cells. They are present on the spermatozoa of animals. So, cilia are found in all ciliate protozoans and the flagella are found in all flagellate protozoans. Now, ultrastructure of cilia and flagella. Cilium or flagellum, they both are built on a common fundamental plan and they are composed of two parts, protoplasmic sheath and axoneme or axial filament. Protoplasmic sheath, this is a plasma membrane, it is a protoplasmic sheath and it is outer two layered 90 angstrom thick and protective coat around a fluidy matrix which has axoneme. It is continuous with the plasma membrane. So, this is a protoplasmic sheath. Then, second part is axoneme, or we can say axial filament. It is a central and contractile part. It is a bundle of microtubules. The axonome is connected with the basal body, which is intracellular granule which lie in the cell cortex and it originates from the centriole. Each axoneme is a field with a ciliary matrix in which there are two central singlet microtubules. These are central singlet microtubule. Here you can see central singlet microtubule and they both have 13 protofilaments. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. These are 13 protofilaments. And this central singlet microtubule has is covered with the 9 outer pair of microtubule, or we can say peripheral microtubule, and these are 9 in number, and they are present along the periphery. So first I'll describe central microtubule. These are 2 in number. Each is about 250 angstrom in diameter, and they are interspaced at a 360-degree angstrom. They are formed of 13 protofilaments, and each being formed of row of alpha beta tubulin dimers. Two central tubules are surrounded by a common central sheath, and they are also interconnected by double bridge. Now, peripheral microtubule, they are 9 in number, and they are present along the periphery. They are doublet. See, doublet, double, double, double. So they are doublet because they are formed of two subtubules, which collectively give the appearance of 8. This 8. It is composed of two tubules, A and B. A and B. A tubule, A subtubule is a slightly inner and is formed of 13 globular protein molecules. It gives two arms in clockwise direction. Inner arm is attached to B subtubule of adjacent microtubule for their coordinated action, while the outer arm ends into a hook. Each subtubule gives a radial and inward directed DM thickening called radial spoke. So here it is a radial spoke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 radial spokes. They are near the central sheath. They end near the central sheath. Now B subtubule is a slightly outer in position and is formed of 10 globular protein molecule, that is protofilaments. So here 13 protofilaments, here also 13 protofilaments, and here 10 protofilaments. All the peripheral doublets are interconnected by interdoublet links, that is BA link. This is a BA link. So during ciliary or flagellar beating, spoke heads are connected to the central sheath of the central microtubule. So there is a coordination between the central and the peripheral microtubule. So this is the ultrastructure of flagella and the cilia. Here you also can see there is a central microtubule and these are the peripheral microtubule. This arrangement of microtubule and associate protein with a 9-way pattern is also seen in centrioles. But unlike centrioles, cilia and flagella have a central pair of a microtubule. So the structure is called the 9 plus 2 axoneme. So 9 plus 2 axoneme. Here also you can see A and B subtubule, outer arm. This is the radial spoke. This is a membrane. This is central fiber. These are radial link head. This is central sheath. This is an axon bridge. Now, functions of cilia. Cilia of paramecium is used for locomotion. The motile cilia use its rhythmic undulation to sweep away substance like cleaning dirt, dust, microorganism and mucus, and it helps in preventing disease. Cilia also play important role in the cell cycle as well as animal development such as in the heart. It selectively allows certain protein to function properly. It also has important role in cellular communication and molecular trafficking. There are also non-motile cilia. which serves as a sensory apparatus for cells, and it helps in detecting signals. And they have important role in sensory neurons. Non-motile cilia can be found in the kidney to sense urine flow as well as in the eyes of photoreceptors of the retina. Cilia of oviduct move ovum, cilia of kidney nephron move nephric filtrate, cilia of windpipe expel out any dust or food particle, cilia of larval forms help in their dispersal, cilia provide habitat or recruitment area for symbiotic microbiomes in the animals, and they have also been discovered to participate in vesicular secretion of ectosomes. So, there are many functions of cilia. Now, functions of flagella. They are generally used for locomotion of cells, such as spermatozoon and the euglena. Flagella of crestodermal cells of coelentrates helps in circulating the food in the coelentron. Flagella have an important role in aiding cell feeding and eukaryotic reproduction. It also helps it also serves as a propulsion mechanism in prokaryotes like in bacteria and flagella, and they are the chief way for bacteria to swim through the fluid. Flagella also provide a mechanism for pathogenic bacteria to aid in colonizing host and therefore transmitting disease. Flagella also helps as bridges or scaffolds for adhesion to host tissue. Cilia and flagella are very important in the prokaryotes. They arise from the basal bodies which are semi-autonomous. So this is cilia and this is flagella. Now differences between cilia and flagella. So cilia are short hair-like appendages and they extend from the surface of living cells. Flagella are long thread-like appendages which are present on the surface of living cell like euglena. They are many in numbers, they are numerous, but flagella are less in number. The length of cilia are short and they are hair-like organelles and their length is about 5 to 10 mu. But flagella is a long and it's a whip-like organelle. It is of about 150 mu. They are present throughout the cell surface. Flagella are present at one end and two ends or all over the surface. In cilia, Nexine arm is present. In flagella, Nexine arm is absent. The density of cilia is many, about 100 per cell. The density of flagella is very few. It's about less than 10 per cell. If we talk about beating, cilia beat in coordinated rhythm, either simultaneously, means synchronous, or one after the other. That is a metachronic. And the flagella beat independent of the other. Cilia beat either metachronously, means cilia of transverse rows beat in a coordination, or it may beat synchronously, means cilia of longitudinal row beat in coordination. The beating of cilia involves sliding movements of the microtubules on one another as in the muscle fiber, like actin filaments slide over the myosin filaments. Each ciliary bead is formed of two strokes, that is power or effector stroke and second is recovery stroke. Here you can see this is a ciliary action, that is a power stroke, and again this is a recovery stroke. What is a power stroke or recovery stroke? Power stroke, during this time the cilia moves stiff due to contraction of the axonium and it moves backward as an O with a force, and this gives a forward push. Now it's a recovery stroke. During this stroke, the cilium become loose due to elasticity of protoplasmic sheath, and it moves forward in a fixed position to original position. In ciliary beating, the power stroke is more powerful than the recovery stroke, and the ciliary beating is like the rowing of boat. Now, flagellar beating. Flagellar beating involves a series of symmetrical undulating waves passing from the base to the tip of the flagellum, and it pushes the organism in the direction opposite to that of flagellum, or from tip to base, and it helps in pulling the organism. So in this, flagella beat independently, and the source of energy for the ciliary or flagellary beating is the ATP. Dynein, you have seen here, dynein is an ATPase, and that converts the energy released by ATP hydrolysis into the mechanical work of ciliary and the flagellar beating. Then motion. So, beating about beating, cilia beat in coordinated rhythm, either simultaneously, that is synchronous, or one after the other, metachronic, and flagella beat independent of each other. Then motion. Motion is rotational, like a motor, very fast moving. And in flagella, motion is wave-like, undulating, sinusoidal, slow movement in comparison to cilia. Cilia found in eukaryotic cells. Flagella is found in eukaryotic and the prokaryotic cells. Energy production. Cilia use kinesin, which has ATPase activity that produce energy to perform the movement. Flagella are powered by protomotive force, proton motive force by the plasma membrane. Cilia helps in locomotion, feeding, circulation, aeration, and flagella mainly helps in locomotion. Cilia present in Paramecium, flagella present in Salmonella bacteria. So this is about the differences between cilia and flagella. So today I discussed what is cilia, flagella, and I described the ultrastructure of cilia and flagella, which is built on a common fundamental plan. Then functions of cilia, functions of flagella, then differences between cilia and flagella. Thank you.